Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. I'm back again today with another pick a card reading for you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for all of the birthday wishes, all the well wishes yesterday. Amazing. You guys made me feel so loved, so special. So thank you guys so much. Special thank you to Jacqueline, to Emily, to Thomas as well. You guys truly made my day. Also to Claire, thank you guys so much. Your gifts were just so surprising and I just had a smile on my face all day. So thank you so much for your generosity and your kindness. If you are finding yourself on my channel for the first time, welcome. We are a space of light and love. I do daily pick a card readings here. I do messages for soulmates and separation on Sundays. So if you're into tarot, please grab yourself a cup of tea and pull up a chair because we're all friends at my table. Today's pick a card reading is going to be a message from Spirit, an important message meant to find you today. You guys gave me so much encouragement. I really felt called from my guides to give you guys back some encouragement leading out of this full moon and working our way through the gibbous, if that's how you pronounce it, because I have a hard time with pronunciation sometimes, and working our way towards that new moon coming up in a couple of weeks, I believe, or days. I'm not sure. I have to check my calendar, but I want to get you guys back some words of encouragement. So we have 3 piles in front of you today. We have pile 1 with the Otter Spirit and the Brown-Eyed Susie. We have pile number 2 with the Fox Spirit and the Orchid. We have pile number 3 with the Wren and the little purple, I believe this is a carnation, I'm not sure. Whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into pile number 1. Again, the topic today is that important message from Spirit for you, meant for you today, for words of encouragement, what's coming up, what blessings are coming. Pile number 1. Hello, everybody, in pile number 1. I hope you're doing amazing today. You guys were drawn to the yellow flower and this Otter Spirit. And it's interesting because the Otter Spirit is all about protecting your inner child. It's about being grateful for the small things in life. It's a reminder from Spirit to celebrate the little things you have, your family, your friends, the important things in your life. And it talks about the freedom to follow the inner voice inside of you, you know, to follow those inspired thoughts. And those inspired thoughts will truly lead to your destiny, will lead to your fulfillment. So that's an interesting and beautiful way to start your reading. Let's get started. An important message meant to find you from Spirit today. What do your guides, what do your angels, what does your higher self want to express to you? What do they see you struggling with? And what words of encouragement do they have for you today? Leading you into this weekend. King of Wands. It's about following that passion. I'll draw out some cards and then we'll talk about it. 6 of Cups. Beautiful energy. King of Swords. One of them was flipped over. I can see it. Where did it go? There it is. The Star. Beautiful. The World. Powerful energies here in your pile. The Ace of Wands, and on the back of the deck we have the 2 of Coins. So let's talk about your message from Spirit today. We're going to start with the back of deck energy because that really is just a conglomerate of the current state of affairs and a main theme message from your guides. So we have the 2 of Coins. So you guys are juggling a lot in your life right now. You guys have a lot of priorities that are taking your attention, and it's maybe making you feel a little bit unbalanced. You guys don't really know where you're going to fall. Things have been kind of up in the air. The highs and lows of life have been super high and super low lately for you, I feel, especially with COVID and all of that going on. I feel like you guys are juggling a lot of responsibilities, and your guides want you to know that they see you struggling with everything. They want you to know that you are so capable of, and I feel like you are so capable of juggling things in your life. It's like you're so used to it that this is like the norm for you. Like this person doesn't look upset that it's balancing all of these things on the back of this animal. It just looks like it's used to it. So I do get the sense that you have been at the helm of a lot of responsibilities for quite a while. Spirit wants to remind you about all of the passion inside of you. If you guys aren't following your passion, this is truly a sign from Spirit for you to do so. If you aren't following, if you really feel like you're not doing things, I feel like some of you have the essence inside of you that you're not where you're supposed to be in life. If you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's kind of a sign from Spirit that you're not in a comfortable place. You're not where you're supposed to be. It's a sign from your spirit guides that you need to move, that things need to change. And your guides really want you to focus on that inspired thought and on all of the passionate pursuits that you're considering right now. That King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He is a leader. He is courageous above all else. And he, leaps into opportunities and he leaps into situations because he has courage and charisma and he is confident. He knows that he has everything he needs for success. We have the beautiful star energy that's following this, and that's really your guides asking you to have faith in yourself. Have faith in these amazing talents, abilities, have faith in your capabilities, because you have a lot to draw from. We have the beautiful Six of Cups here that really speaks about nostalgic type of generosity and gift giving. Talks about kindness and talks about your childhood. These are gifts that you have had since you were a child. These are gifts that you need to share with the world. Truly. We even have the World card sitting here in front of you with this beautiful Six of Cups. It talks about the success that's waiting for you when you leap into these new beginnings. When you find the courage to charge in the way this King of Wands is charging in. When you have that faith in yourself, the world is your oyster. You are the person who creates your own future. You are the person that, as much as people don't want to hear it, you're the one creating the imbalance over here in your own life by your thoughts and actions. And sometimes even just the inaction in our own lives really sets us unbalanced in life. It makes us feel like we don't have our feet planted firmly on the ground. We don't feel safe. And Spirit wants you to know that you won't feel that security. You won't feel that safeness, quote unquote, unless you leap into your passions, unless you pursue your dreams, because that is when you're going to feel confident. That's when you're going to feel completely in control of your situation, of your path. Because right now I feel like you guys know you're not on the right path, but you're so worried about making the wrong decision that you are kind of paralyzed by that fear. The King of Swords here, though, is a lover of truth. He's a lover of slicing through any insecurities. He's also extremely confident. And your guides, having the Six of Cups flanked between these two kings, want you to realize that you have had everything within you from the very beginning. From the time you were young, you're generous, you're charismatic, you're loving. People see you and they have a really high opinion of you. Even if you don't have a high opinion of yourself, people just are drawn to you because of the light that shines from you. This King of Swords is asking you to be logical. Your guides are asking you to be smart with your next moves. And again, to go forward with confidence and be that leader with the inspired thought that leads to action here with the Ace of Wands, that leads you, again, sort of the same sort of imagery as the King of Wands, charging into the future with optimism and hope and faith. She's got that beautiful sun wand, throwing out all of those beautiful stars. And it's really a promise from Spirit that beautiful, joyful things are waiting for you. Beautiful, joyful things are waiting for you. What other messages do you have, Spirit? Yeah, we have balance about to be restored back into your life. Beautiful. King of Cups, Eight of Wands. That on the back of the deck, we have the Chariot. Your messages are just flying out of the deck today because Spirit is inspired and they know you're listening, and they're taking this opportunity to really speak to you about what they want to see. That Chariot card on the back of the deck is about determination and willpower and making that decision with confidence. And I feel like some people are paralyzed by fear when they're trying to make a decision because they're so concerned about making the wrong decision in life. And it's important to remember that the universe doesn't care about what decision you make. They will work around whatever decision you make. They're just all about frequency. So if you make a decision that you are worried that is wrong, keeping yourself in a high vibration the entire time is going to allow the universe to work with that decision and bring you to the place you're supposed to be anyway. It's not a trick There's no tricks going on here with the universe. They're not seeking ways in which to screw you over. They want to work with you, but they're working with your energy. And that's why it's so important for us to take onus of our own feelings and energy and not to put those feelings on other people. Even if we feel like outside forces are affecting our feelings, we need to really take a hold of them and take a look at them logically so that we can use those feelings to propel ourselves forward and to gain momentum. The Temperance card over here really shows that once you follow these passions and have faith in yourself, that the imbalance you've been experiencing over here is going to be restored for you. We have that beautiful imagery of the pathway leading to that beautiful sunshine. You know, this is the path to your happiness. This is about restoring your path. You maybe feel like you've kind of gotten off track a little bit, but following these passions is going to lead to a lot of abundance for you. We have the beautiful King of Cups, so much love, loving energy, generosity represented. I feel like you're a very loving, very generous person, and pursuing your passions is going to allow you to have that much more to give of yourself, of your physical, earthly possessions. Following your passions is going to bring abundance to you in every way. But this Eight of Wands is telling you to get moving. The Eight of Wands is about movement. It's about change. It's about swift change. It's about leaping into those new opportunities. I just noticed the Knight of Swords on the back of the deck. Look at him charging forward. The Knight of Swords doesn't always have a plan when he gets there. He's impetuous. He charges in. But the universe sometimes rewards that boldness. It's that sense of the Fool card, leaping into an unknown, even though if you don't know exactly where you're going to land. Let's get some advice from Spirit here. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Always remember having that faith in yourself. It's at the very beginning of your reading. The beautiful star energy is a loving message from your guides from the other side of how much they care about you, how much they are invested in your happiness. We have appreciate this moment on the back of the deck. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. That's about keeping in the present moment, keeping your vibration really high. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Part of your journey for some of you may be, again, I keep saying, stepping into that leadership role and teaching what you learn to everybody else. The world needs you. Prioritize. Focus on the highest priorities. It will help you to stay organized and motivated. Sometimes these huge changes that we know we need to make in life, they become overwhelming because of the sheer magnitude of the change involved. But your guides are telling you that every day taking a step towards your goals, every single day, even taking 20 minutes to make steps towards your goals will lead you there. It's about progression. It's about making moves, because every move you make towards your goals creates that much more momentum. Healthy lifestyle, eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise fully or regularly for optimal health. So that's a special message for somebody out there to get your health in check as you're moving forward in this direction. Maybe you've been so imbalanced that's extended to your physical health. Time in the struggle is real in COVID season. All of the foods we're eating and we're just stuck inside. So your guides want you to get focused back to your physical well-being, because it really starts in the vessel that you've chosen in this lifetime. Back of the deck, brilliant idea. Your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. All of these inspired thoughts, you could be a Leo for sure. So happy birthday if you are, to my fellow Leos out there watching. There's a lot of fire energy here. You don't have to be a Leo. You could be a Sagittarius or an Aries. Again, you don't have to be any of those signs. There's just so much passion inside of you. You have so many amazing ideas, and I feel like they need to be seen. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Again, manifestation. It's really, your guides are really pushing it today. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. That's about those moves. It's when they think people heard The Secret years ago and they were all visualizing all of this money coming barreling at them. they were doing it, but they weren't in motion. And that's about, balancing what you want in your mind, but taking action on it, being practical in your moves will propel you that much faster. Be bold. Make the first move. Cardinal moon. There's that old adage that says an angel appears when a cardinal is near. So you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. We also have here, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back anymore. Everything, all of the stepping stones, the hurdles you faced in life, all of those things were just that. They were opportunities for you to rise to the occasion to overcome those challenges. And I also want to remind you from your guides that you've survived 100% of your absolute worst days. And just by that, you're doing amazing. You're doing an amazing job on this earth. Some messages from Spirit here. We hear you crying. We hear you frustrated. They know that you don't know what steps to take first. I just lost one on the floor. So you are almost there. I leave the past where it belongs. That's what was on the back of that deck. Leave the past where it belongs. You are strong. Give yourself credit. Reminders from Spirit today for you. You have the full power of heaven behind you. We're all behind you. We're all with you. Stop being the person everyone else wants you to be. Be the person that you were destined to be. On the back of the deck, we have Still I Rise. Still I rise. Even when things get hard, it's that song, I'm still going to get, oh, sorry, it's not that song, it's a Maya Angelou quote. No matter what happens, I'm still going to get up every day. And that's what Spirit wants you to keep doing. Keep chasing, keep pursuing, even in those moments where you get frustrated. Some charms for you. So let me mix these up a little bit. All right, what do we have here today? We have Justice. Very powerful energies. Oh my gosh, and we have the Eight of Swords. You guys are feeling really stuck right now. You don't know how to proceed with that Eight of Swords. It's a call from Spirit, though, that to take off those masks, that the problems that you're worried about, all of the worries you're having, they're farther away than you think they are. If you took off the mask, you'd realize you could walk away from that prison that you've put yourself in. It's about self-imprisonment. It's about not having a blocked insight and not really knowing which direction to take with that mask on. But Spirit just wants you to step away, open up your eyes for a moment, because justice is waiting for you. Happiness, the justice. You will not put effort into something without seeing a return, is what your Spirit guides are telling you. That's just not going to happen. When you build that momentum, that ball will keep rolling downhill, because that's how momentum works. It's a law of the universe. Like every other law, momentum exists. And Spirit wants you to use that to propel yourself out of your prison. They're trying to communicate with you. Look at signs all around you. We have learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Being in that present moment, so important. W and K. We have this always symbol. Always. They're always going to be with you during your times of struggle. We have this Triceratops that's holding this penny. The penny that is lodged in its back is from 1997, and it's important for me to mention that I can't remove it. It's been lodged in his back for years. And it's like the burdens you've been carrying. It's about the heaviness on your shoulders. And it's something that you don't even know how to release those burdens, the burdens of the past. Spirit wants you to know that all you have to do is let it roll off your back. All you have to do is just release it, accept it as a learning experience, and allow it to shift your perspective, allow it to propel you into the future, into new energy. We also have this rune here, the rune of balance. It talks about being triumphant in general, and your guides want you to know that that is what's waiting for you. Triumph, happiness. Keeping the hope and faith in yourself, though, is so important. Leave all that past energy in the past. That beautiful otter spirit is really asking you to, again, focus on who you are in the past here. That inner child. guarding that light inside of you, that loving, beautiful energy. You're such a generous, loving person. It's about following that inner light, letting that child spirit shine out of you and using that as momentum to propel you forward. Okay, group one, that is your beautiful reading today from Spirit. These are some of the messages of encouragement that your guides really wanted to express with you today. If this resonated with your situation, please leave me a comment in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys. I love seeing your beautiful regular faces out there. When I see people coming back, it makes me feel so good. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you feel called to, and head on over to Instagram. You have a couple days left to enter my free mini reading giveaway for August. I'm drawing multiple names in honor of my birth month, so please head on over there to enter if you feel called to. I'm going to move on to the next group, and I just hope to see you guys here on another day at the Tarot Cottage. Bye, guys. Hello, you beautiful souls in group number 2. You guys were drawn to the Fox Spirit. Thank you for joining me. This is your reading, your message from your guides, messages of encouragement for you, an important message meant for you. The Fox Spirit is all about acting swiftly upon inspired thought. You know, swift as a fox is a major thing. You know, I don't like using the sneaky as a fox, even though the face on this fox is hilarious. But it always shows up when there could be a time of great unpredictable change coming in your life, because foxes really, they rely on their mental capabilities to get them out of sticky situations and to get them out of sudden sticky situations. And that's really what your guides are asking you to pay attention to. You guys might be experiencing some pretty major shifts and changes in your life right now. And it's your guides' way of really reminding you to gather all of the information that you may need in this situation and then act quickly. Act swiftly with your decisions in whatever direction you need to go in. So let's take a look at your tarot. Messages from your guides, from your angels, from your higher self, from Spirit. What do they see you struggling with? What do they want to express to you? Take this opportunity today to speak with you. They have your undivided attention. We have the Five of Pentacles. So somebody's been feeling a little bit, we also have the Ten of Swords. You guys have been a little bit stuck in some negative mindsets. Maybe some negative things have been going on financially. We have Three of Swords, a lot of sadness. Let's see what the explaining cards. Oh my goodness, the Tower, sudden change, you guys. Are you guys experiencing some sudden turmoil, some chaos happening? The World, oh my. Temperance. And on the back of the deck, we have Strength. Okay, you guys have a very strong message coming through from Spirit today. And I'm so sorry that you guys are experiencing such hardship right now for some of you. I'm going to start with the back of the deck energy here because, you know, it's truly Spirit's way of telling you. You could be a Leo energy. You don't have to be, but I'm just really focused on that imagery of the Strength card here. The Strength card is asking you to really draw upon your inner strength, to reach inside and quench those fears. I see you guys struggling. You guys could be struggling financially right now. There could be some sudden turmoil happening in your life. It doesn't have to be financial turmoil, but I see some poverty on some sort of level with the Five of Pentacles and this Tower card. As I said with the Fox, it's about sudden changes coming in, and it appears in times of great change. I feel like you guys have some sudden chaos coming in from outside sources that is unstoppable. It's unstoppable, and it's really forced you guys into this Ten of Swords energy, which a lot of people see as a really negative card. It's about sadness. It's about, you know, it's about endings. It's about failure, feeling defeated. So you guys really feel defeated in this current moment. But I want you to, I want this to be a reminder from Spirit, because it's an opportunity for you to have a new beginning. The Ten of Swords is a call from Spirit to let go of the ideas that your egos become really transfixed upon. Those ideas that you've had your heart set on. It's Spirit's way of letting you know you need to let go of those old ideas, all those old expectations. They haven't served you. They've caused some chaos in your life. It's time to start a new plan. It's time to take what you want and formulate a new plan on how to get there, because you have movement. The World card here is moving you through this chaos. The World is about change. It's about success. And it's about closure. And that's what your guides want to remind you, that this is all coming. This pain you're feeling, this heartbreak, the sadness of the Three of Swords. I'm so sorry you guys are experiencing all of that, but it's not going to last forever. Your guides really want you to understand that this too shall pass. A very important message coming through today. And that you're going to feel more balanced in the very near future. You got to hold on through this pain. You got to hold on through the hardships that are happening right now. Could be financial, as I said, could be a myriad of different things. We have the Eight of Pentacles. That Eight of Pentacles has that beautiful spider imagery on it. Three of Swords again. You guys, I'm so sorry. You're so sad today or lately. And the Death card. Okay, you guys, so many power. Five of Swords on the back of the deck. So that Eight of Pentacles over here is really showing you that being steadfast, continuing with whatever, if you're in school, whatever's happening, you have to stay the course. That spider imagery is really a reminder from Spirit that you weave your own future through your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And they are completely, they know how difficult it is to stay in a happy mindset when you're experiencing so much turmoil and poverty, a poverty mindset here. And they see how sad you're feeling. They see how sad you're feeling, and they want you to know that that pain that you're feeling can't go anywhere until you release the idea that you've become so transfixed upon. Those swords can't come out. How you want things to go will not go exactly as you had planned, but there is a perfect plan in place for you, and you have happiness coming when you release those ideas. The Death card, people get so scared about it, but look at the beautiful imagery here. That's you. That's you rising out of where you feel like maybe you've hit rock bottom, or you're at your lowest point, but it's you. I feel kind of emotional. I'm sorry you guys are struggling. It's about rising out of the ashes. It's about evolving into the beautiful, amazing, abundant creature that you deserve to be. It's about finding yourself again. And we have this Five of Swords. I see that you guys are struggling with this Five of Swords. Like you guys are unsure of how to proceed. There's like conflict and some arguments maybe going on. You're not feeling victorious. But that victory can't come to you until you accept this unstoppable change that's coming in. It's unstoppable. The Tower is unstoppable chaos. You can't stop it from happening, but you can formulate a new plan around it. You can allow it, it's about staying the course. It's about figuring it out. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's about weaving the life that you want out of the chaos and allowing your heart to heal. It's about letting go of that expectation so that you can finally start to heal. And that's a painful thing. Sometimes when we have our heart set on a certain person, situation, job, and we're told no, it hurts so much in that moment. It hurts so much in that moment to even imagine a different path when we focused on that one path for so long. But a comfort zone is a wonderful place, like the old saying says, but nothing ever grows there. And your spirit guides want you to know that you can't rise out of those ashes and you can't restore the balance in your life unless you draw upon your inner strength and leap into a new beginning and allow this Ten of Swords to become an opportunity for change, an opportunity for a new beginning for you. We have the Three of Pentacles. Rebuild. When things break down, we rebuild. Sometimes we rebuild with better plans in mind because we know how poorly things went in the past. So we're able to rebuild with a better, more, I can't even think of the word I want to use, a more well-rounded plan that will set a firmer foundation for you. Wheel of Fortune, you guys. Wheel of Fortune. That is a sudden change of events coming in, and that's spurred by your action. The wheel talks about fate. King of Pentacles. You have security. You have happiness. You have abundance waiting for you on the other side of all of this pain. You will feel more secure and more in charge and more of a leader after you make it through this period of pain and you're able to formulate a new plan. We have the Eight of Wands on the back of the deck. That's a spur to action. That's your guides telling you to get moving. If you have to run through the flames, at least stay in motion the whole time, is what your guides are saying. You have to get through them, but you gotta, you know, you have to get through those flames to just keep running. Just keep running through. Let's see what messages from your guides, from your spirits. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. This card showed up in the last reading. There may be a message waiting for you there. It's about having that faith and courage in yourself, that strength of character. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. A clearer path is going to be presented to you. And a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. That's talking about that tower moment, you guys. The experience that you're right in right now. The fiery climax is going to be your revelations, your realization of letting go. Emotions are running so high, supermoon. I feel it. I can feel it in your energy. And it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. It's time to be that leader. It's time to weave your own destiny. Clear your space. Oh, sorry, guys. Clear your space. Get rid of clutter. Clear your energy around you and use feng shui. Things will feel... Sorry, I'm just going to adjust that. Things will feel so much clearer. Things will feel so much more... you will feel so much more capable of handling stress if you don't have clutter, and emotional clutter as well. Not just physical clutter, but emotional clutter in your mind. If you clear your mind, clear your space... Sometimes in the process of clearing your space, it actually clears your mind. It's kind of an amazing thing. We have chakra clearing as well. So again, clearing your, not just your physical space, but your emotional space. Call upon and clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. You will feel more capable of handling the chaos. Brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring this idea to fruition. Beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. If this is a relationship issue that you're asking about today or wondering about today, your guides are with you. We have take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. We are talking a lot about manifestation in these piles, especially pile 1 today was a lot of manifestation. We have 2. Do not be afraid. And in your worst moments is when we cling to you the most. You need to be honest with yourself in this time of chaos. Ask and it will be given to you. Don't be a prisoner of that past of yours. Learn from it. You're almost there. And on the back of the deck we have joy is coming. It's a reminder from Spirit. They really wanted to tuck that message in for you because you are so sad right now. For some of you, those 3 of Swords showing up twice is really just Spirit's way of really driving home the point to me. Like, these people are sad, Amy. You need to really express to them that the joy is coming. They won't always feel that way. This too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever. That beautiful King of Pentacles there is showing you that the security and the happiness that you're wanting is waiting for you. After you get through this period of turmoil and chaos right now. Letting go of that idea you had your heart set on for so long. And I feel like for some of you, I feel like saying that this is like a relationship from your past that you're about to leave. Ouch. And it's a hard thing to let go of because they've been with you for so long and it felt like it's part of your journey. Ooh. We have the 8 of Swords. That card showed up in the last reading as well. And the 9 of Wands. Okay, so yeah, you guys are feeling really stuck in your current place or your current position in life. And it really shows that you've been feeling so stuck for so long with that 9 of Wands that it's almost becoming this defensive position that you have now. Like, I've been sticking it out all this time that I'm not giving up now. Like, I'm not going to put this passion down. I'm not going to put down these wands. I've been fighting for so long. But Spirit wants you to know that it's not about the fight. It's about the prison you found yourself in. Whoops. You've imprisoned yourself through this fight. It's about taking off that mask and realizing that maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you can walk away and free yourself and start somewhere fresh. Maybe your passions actually lie somewhere else, somewhere where you don't feel negative about that person or the situation. It's about fighting so long, but Spirit's calling you to just be logical. Again, letting go of these ideas, this Ten of Swords, letting go of this idea that you've really held on to for too long. It's become a prison for you, and you've imprisoned yourself in it. We have T, R, O, and W or M. Tomorrow. We have this stone that makes me think of the Queen of Swords. Again, a call for action, a call for you to be logical and to see things with a clear mind. And it's a reminder as well from Spirit that that Queen of Swords doesn't mess around if people don't serve her. She slices people out of her life if they don't serve her energy anymore. And that's a reminder for Spirit, for you to be a little ruthless with people that are hurting you. Even if you feel like this person could be a soulmate, and that's who you're kind of asking about. It's not okay for a soulmate to hurt you and for you to continue to let them do that. Sometimes we make, deals with our soulmates to come down here to help us learn lessons and certain things about self-love and perseverance. And, truly getting rid of the people in your life or the situations in your life that aren't serving you is what your spirit guides are asking you to do. It's been a long time coming. Divine timing is at work with the clock. You guys might just really love pizza. We have made with love. You are made with love. You are love. You are an extension of the Father. You are my sunshine. Your guides want you to know that they literally revolve around you. You are the sun to them. They are in it to win it when it comes to you. They're here to the very end. No matter what decision you make, they're going to be standing by your side. It doesn't matter what happens in your life. They're right with you because you're the sun in their life and they're revolving around you. You are the sunshine to them. They love you. Again, joy is coming as well. All right, group number 2, that is your reading. That is a message from Spirit meant to find you today. If this resonated with your situation, please leave me a comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And if you're on Instagram, please head on over there because you have a couple more days to enter my August giveaway for a free mini reading. I'm drawing multiple names in honor of my birthday month, so please head on over there if you're interested in winning that. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next group, and I really hope to see you on another day at the Tarot Cottage. Bye, you guys. Hello, everybody in group 3. I hope you're doing amazing today. You guys were drawn to the little wren here and this little purple flower, and this is your reading. This is a message from Spirit meant to find you today. The wren is truly a wonderful little creature, and it kind of has this sense of a lighthearted kind of hippie, free spirit type of energy. So I don't know if that's kind of your essence. You're very quick-witted, somebody who chatters a lot. You have a lot of charisma. People really like having you around, and Spirit want to remind you of all those beautiful, lighthearted qualities inside of you. It's that essence of your childlike spirit that you really let shine to the world. You're a very energetic person, I feel. Let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. What do your angels, your guides, your higher self, all your loved ones in spirit, what do they want to express to you? What do they see you struggling with? And what do they want to remind you of? They want to remind you of the powerhouse that you are. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You don't have to be. They really want to remind you of all of that passion that you have inside of you that maybe you're not allowing out here. We have the Magician. We have the Sun card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like your guides have been waiting patiently for you to express some of these passions, to share some of these passions with the world, giving you signs. We have the Ace of Swords. We also have the Five of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands on the back of the deck. So let's talk about what your guides want to tell you today. So we're going to start again with this Knight of Wands. The back of the deck energy for me is really an overhaul of how your guides are seeing things going in your life. That Knight of Wands shows, again, you have a lot of passionate pursuits that you should be seeking out. That Wren has a lot of energy. Again, very free-spirited, as is the Knight of Wands, very charismatic, goes charging in with a lot of confidence, a lot of doesn't always have a concrete plan in place, but has so much charisma that carries them through any kind of moment of uncertainty. It kind of they charge through it. Nothing stops the Knight of Wands. And that's what your spirit guides and your angels really want you to know, that you've been waiting patiently, and they've been waiting patiently to watch you express some of this amazing energy that you have inside of you. That Seven of Pentacles is kind of sometimes called the impatience card. So maybe you're pursuing something that hasn't really taken off the way you want it to. Spirit's asking you to be a little bit more patient in that scenario because it's going to pay off for you. You have big, beautiful things coming. We have this Magician card and that Ace of Swords, which is really a reminder for you to be very clear with the universe about what you want to see happen, because it will happen for you. You are a powerhouse of good feelings. I just feel like you carry with you, like you're a very positive person. And so your guides really want you to use that to your advantage. Be clear with the universe about what you want. You are the master of your own destiny with that beautiful Magician card. He does rule over all of the elements, and so do you in your own existence. You are the divine manifester. You create the future with your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And your future is bright if you allow your inspired ideas to lead to those actions, because we have that Sun card. The Sun card is joy, happiness, fulfillment, beautiful, beautiful energy. We have that Five of Wands though. It's like competition. You may have some competition maybe in the direction that you're about to take, maybe in the field that you're about to enter. It could be a career-based energy that I'm feeling right now with this competition. It could be a love that you're asking about, but you see some obstacles in the way, but you don't let that stop you. Your passion, and Spirit warns you that there may be obstacles in your way. And I feel like you're the type of person that you either don't notice the obstacles or you jump right over them. I keep seeing a horse jumping over, like, one of those competitions where the horses run through the fields and they have all of these things to jump over. I just keep seeing horses jumping over everything with that beautiful Knight of Wands charging through. They jump over any competition easily, I should say. Because you're so passionate, because you have so much, like you're a little powerhouse, even if you're in a small package. And sometimes you may feel small in the universe. Spirit wants you to know that good things come in small packages and that you are actually this huge powerhouse of potential, and that you need to draw upon that potential and really realize it. Because I feel like you guys don't see your own potential. You guys don't see the good in yourselves all the time. But you have so much waiting for you. The beautiful Sun energy promises happiness, promises abundance, promises joy in the future. There's that old saying about what creates success. Success to me and success to Beyonce are entirely two different things. But what it makes someone successful is just being happy with what they're doing every day. Yeah, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Justice card. So we have some major arcana here coming out of the deck for you. We also have the King of Wands on the back of the deck. So we're flanking your reading today with that beautiful, warm, generous, abundant King of Wands, because that's who you are. You are the king. You are the queen. You have so much. You could definitely be a fire sign here. So much fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Happy birthday to my fellow Leos if you are out there. That Eight of Wands is that spur to action, your guides, your angels telling you to get moving, to propel yourself forward. You've been patiently waiting around maybe for the perfect opportunity to head into these pursuits. Could be a love pursuit, could be, but it really feels like a passionate pursuit. It feels like something you guys are embarking upon on your own. Not a lot of cups here, so it feels like a passionate pursuit. Actually, no cups here. A passionate pursuit that you are embarking upon. That maybe you've been kind of waiting around here now. That Hanged Man energy is about surrender. Surrender to the process. Put the good vibes out there. Be clear about what you want, and then surrender to the process of visualization of abundance coming into you. The Hanged Man is also a reminder, though, to not keep yourself in a position of stagnation. With that Eight of Wands right next to it, it's telling you that you need to move, get yourself out of the stagnation you've been feeling. Surrender, yes, but movement is important. Surrendering to the process, going with the flow, because I feel like that's the type of energy you are anyway, very free-spirited, going with the flow of the process of abundance, the process of manifestation, and not allowing yourself to get hung up in that process. You can see this person's not struggling. They can get down whenever they want, and that's what Spirit is reminding you, that you can keep things going in a forward momentum because you have a lot of happiness and justice waiting for you. All the hard work you're putting in will definitely pay off with this Justice card, with this Sun card, abundantly. abundantly, following those passions, like so much abundance coming in for you guys. You know what? There will be struggles. There, I see on the back of the deck, you know, the Seven of Wands, more fire energy again. There will be competition. There will be struggles. There will be times when you can't see a clear path, but it's a reminder from Spirit, this beautiful King energy, this beautiful Knight of Wands. They charge through that. They push through it. The obstacles mean nothing. They are on a horse. They're jumping over those obstacles. These obstacles really mean nothing. They seem insurmountable in the moment, but Spirit wants you to drag yourself back to the present and to look at everything logically with this beautiful Ace of Swords, and to just go with the flow and know that surrendering to the process and trusting that what you have put out there is coming to you. Having that faith in yourself, in your capabilities, and in Spirit, trusting the process will bring it to you that much faster. Yeah, releasing. We have this card here, the Devil card right in the middle. It's about releasing anything that's holding you back right now. Your guides really want you to know that it's time to release any energies or things that are no longer serving you. The Devil can really represent attachments. It can be physical attachments to people. It can be emotional attachments. It can be, you know, attachments to things like alcohol, drugs, anything like that. And your guides are really letting you know it's time to release that. If you want to propel yourself into this happy future, you're going to have to let go of some of those things that are holding you back in life. It's time to let go of that. I was just asking what advice they had for you moving forward. And to propel yourself, to get yourself rolling, it's time to let go of some of the things that aren't serving you. Creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen, an article or book. Being clear about your intentions. Sometimes people have a hard time with visualization. So if you're one of those people, you can't really visualize, or you feel like you don't know how to visualize, writing everything down repeatedly is a great way to get started. Overcoming difficulties. The worst is behind you. You are surmounting any previous challenge. You are rising out of it. Nurture. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important right now. As I said, that Ren spirit is very childlike, very free-spirited. Nurture that beautiful light inside of you. Don't let that dim. So many people allow these circumstances of life to dim their light. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of the worries and feel their loving blessings. They are part of this message to you today. They are the ones who are bringing forward all of these beautiful messages of love, telling you that your abundance is coming. Look to your inner strength, you guys. You are stronger than you realize. And I feel like you guys are very much aware of the strength of character that you guys contain, because that Ren is a free spirit. They're aware of their spiritual side. They're playful. They have fun in life. And that's like who you are meant to be. Confidence is key to your success. New moon in Leo. I could be talking to some Leos out there. Happy birthday, Leos. Having that confidence in your capabilities and will propel you forward. And the energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon. Once you start a train, it's hard to stop it. Momentum will carry you forward. I'm loving that word momentum lately. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Seeing the forest through the trees. When you hit those patches in life where you can't see a clear path, taking a look and staying in the present moment and looking at the bigger picture is really important for you to stay focused. Get you guys. Oh, actually, no, we're going to do some of these little cards first. Messages from your guides. You're almost there, you guys. You're almost there. We have your tears aren't going unheard. If you've been frustrated, you are so incredible. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because the world is waiting for you. You're sending flowers from heaven. You know, that's a real, like, hello from heaven. We're sending flowers from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven on the other side are really, really focused on you lately because they see so much happiness and good things coming for you. show gratitude. Really important. That card often comes up at least in one of the piles when I do readings like this, because it's Spirit's way of reminding us, in order to stay in that high vibration, we can't have good things happen to us unless we are really happy about what we have. Being very grateful. And there's always something to find to be grateful about. We have, when you feel alone, we are with you. It's just, you know, there's always something to be happy about. You know, if you're watching this video, that means you have something to watch it on. You have the internet, you have, you know, hydro. Is that sort of feeling of abundance, even when you don't feel completely abundant. It's about searching for those moments of abundance. Get a couple more. Dig deep into the bowl. Okay, let's see. Sorry guys, I have to take a sip of my tea. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands again, you guys. So we had that beautiful Eight of Wands in there, and that Nine of Wands really shows, you know, it's time to move away from this energy that isn't serving you anymore. That Eight of Wands is about movement, it's about change, and it's about acting upon inspired thought quickly. That Nine of Wands really shows that you've been struggling for a while, and you're almost hesitant because you've been struggling so long that you're almost hesitant to even stop the struggle. It's like, I've worked so hard in this one area. I don't want to shift my focus right now. I don't want to have a huge shakeup or change up because I've worked hard here, and this is where I put all my focus. But it's a call to action. It's a call for you to move, so that you don't stay in this mindset of defensiveness and this mindset of, you know, maybe untrustworthiness. Like, this person doesn't look like, I can't focus it, but they don't look like they're very trusting in their facial expression. You know, they're like feeling defensive. They don't want to put down the wands. They don't want to make change, but Spirit wants you to know that there's amazing, they're trying to communicate with you with that Eight of Cups or Eight of Wands, that there's a lot waiting for you. You won't feel this way if you just charge forward and change things up. S-P-H-E, S again. Two S's. We have the police charm. You could be a police officer watching this, or know someone, or that could be the field you're heading into. We have the whale. So we have the whale tail, could be a water sign. We have the Leo charm. As I said, lots of fire, fire, fire in this pile. You definitely could be a Leo. We have the little cross and a little kitty cat, a white cat, could be significant to you. We have the you versus you. And that's Spirit's really a reminder to you that you are your only competition. If you're worried about outside forces, if you're worried about other people, the only person you need to be concerned about is you. You don't compete against anyone else in the big scheme of things. This is your journey. Everyone else is just a player in your experience. I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. You guys have a lot of, family members and loved ones from the other side coming through in this reading today. You guys have a lot of people who are in your corner on the other side, really rooting you on. They're fine, they're safe, and they're anxious to, you know, see you succeed, because this is such a huge part of your journey and your experience here, and they see you propelling into that what's the word I'm looking for? Into that mission, the mission that you came down here. We have wishes do come true. Wishes come true when you act upon that wish. When you turn a wish into a goal and you set in motion certain tasks to lead you towards that goal, all of a sudden that wish becomes a reality. And that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. Action. In order to turn your wishes into goals, to turn your goals into fruition, so that they can see you happy and abundant, and the justice, the sun, all of the energy, the loving happiness that you deserve is waiting for you. Okay, group number 3, that is your reading, your beautiful message today from Spirit. If you feel called to, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and like this video. It helps me out so much. If this resonated with your situation, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. And if you feel called to, please head on over to Instagram. You have a couple days left to enter my August mini reading giveaway. I'm drawing multiple names because of my birthday month in honor of the Leo season that we're in. So head on over there. I would love to read for you. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up your reading, and I just hope to see you guys here on another day at the Tarot Cottage. Bye, you guys.